Hey Rubies, welcome back with another episode. And I am excited to get into this. Rubies, just want to keep thanking you for the support. And I'm always going to be bringing you what it is that you need to know in order to navigate life the easiest way. And even when those times cannot become easy, you know exactly what strategy you need to use. So I am going into this deep dive episode on why some women test you, signs that they are trying you, and how you can actually present power moves without stooping to their level. I'm going to give it to you. I know a lot of women today, they are gifted. So if you are a gifted woman, you've likely been targeted by another woman. This could be somebody who smiled in your face, but behind your back, like they tried to disrespect you, or they disrespect you in a subtle way, or they tried to undermine you. I want you to know that when this type of pettiness is shown in women and men, it's not random, it's spiritual. So today, I'm going to be breaking down how jealous women test gifted women and how to protect your anointing using power players, okay? From the Bible. So let's get into today's episode, Rubies. Now, there are a few reasons why, as a gifted woman or any woman in general, you're going to be tested. And this is something that a lot of us do not like to touch on because we want to feel as if that everybody in the world has good intentions. Everybody in the world feels balance in whatever they are doing, but that is not the case. There's always going to be another woman that's looking on another woman's paper when she should be focusing on her paper. Okay, so there are going to be women that perceive many gifted women as threats, especially if you are a woman that is pretty, who is intelligent, and you are gatekeeping yourself, you're inaccessible. Now, here is the reason that many women will try you when you are what I call on this channel a quadruple threat or a triple threat. Social hierarchy is number one. In many environments, especially work environments and social circles, Rubies, there are women who are subconsciously or consciously gauging themselves where they stand. And this is why it's so important as a Ruby that you do not get into that loophole of always comparing yourself. This type of woman that's always gauging herself, they tend to look at the beautiful, smart, and hard to read woman as a challenge. And this is when they begin what I would like to call a pecking order. This is when they start to peck at you. So others might see it as a test, but let me tell you something. It ain't nothing about a test. There's nothing cute about a woman going at another Ruby. It really shows that you are a weak person, you're insecure or arrogant. Those type of women that pick at women like that, you are weak, insecure, or arrogant. One of the reasons that I want you to understand this is because when you get an environment, and I learned this the hard way, I used to think like many Rubies on this channel that because I am a good person, that persons are going to be good to me. Sometimes your favor is going to disrupt whatever spirit is in the other person that is unclean. I want you to know this. The second thing is women usually pick at gifted women when insecurity and comparison comes to play. So your beauty and intelligence can mirror back people's insecurity, and you can't change the way that you are presented into this world, right? You can't change the gifts that God has given you. So in return, you are going to mirror a lot of person's insecurity. Testing is a way for these type of women to see if you're too good to be true or if they can find flaws to make themselves feel safe or superior. So these type of women will try their best to get close to you to only find out intel to make it seem as if that you are on their level. This is why you need to go back to the YouTube video where I spoke about your gift attracts envy and jealousy, just like it attracts admiration and love alike. You have to go back and watch that video. So these type of women, when they test you, it is because insecurity and comparison has made it to the chat. They are now testing where they stand in this social hierarchy. And then the third is the protection. So when women are threatened by other women, is psychological. I'm telling you now, it's psychology. It is now psychology. Women are now in this particular generation competing for resources. They're competing for high quality mate. So a woman testing you is a subconscious way to protect what they believe is theirs, whether that's a man's attention, his status, or opportunity. So many times when you get around these women, and I see this on the internet a lot, there's always going to be somebody in the comments under a woman's video that is actually speaking truth, that is there to just they're just there to berate her and belittle her. Okay, And this is because they are trying to protect whatever train of thought they have, whatever they are thinking, they are trying to protect their ideology that you are too good to be true and you are just like them at the same time. Now, another reason that many women will test you as a ruby is because mystery is threatening. When persons don't know you, they feel threatened by you. I shared on this channel, and like I said, I will share on Patreon very soon. There was a woman that didn't know nothing about me, but was so obsessive that when she saw somebody that I spend time with, she saw somebody that knew me in real life, that when she saw them as an opportunity out, she tried to pry into my personal life. I'm telling you, this what these women do. And it came to a point that even when we were in a professional environment, that she deliberately made it seem as if that I was not physically there. And when I had to interject and intervene, this particular lady, she looked right at me, and I looked right at her and I smiled, because she was looking for a reaction at that point. This is women testing you. This is women testing you because they are now looking for power in these dynamics. And when you are a gifted woman, you will not miss women like this. So you have to learn how to take them on. I want you to notice now, as a ruby, you have to learn how to take on women like this. And mystery is threatening. Inaccessible women are harder to read. In a world where everybody wants to know your business, where everybody wants to look and see what it is that you are presented as, where people want to know how you doing it, where you're doing it, and how are you able to execute. When you are a mystery, it becomes a threat. And when people can't categorize you quickly, they feel uneasy. That's just the truth. When a woman can't categorize another woman quickly, they feel uneasy. Testing helps them feel like they are regaining control by trying to label you. That's it. That woman prying into my personal life was her trying to even figure out, well, what type of man is interested in this young lady, or what type of man she is interested in. Can I categorize her based on her romantic relationships? When she was unable to get that information out of me to figure out exactly what was my goals, she couldn't categorize me as a woman based on my goals. So these type of women, when they pick and test at you, you're going to have to learn how to strategize and how to shut them down in the most professional, pretty, anointed way possible. Because these type of women want you to go to hell with them, literally and physically. They want you to go back and forth with them. They want you to feel uneasy. And in order for me to shut that down, in that same moment, I corrected her. I said, let me talk to you. I didn't give her the leeway or the leverage to continue catty games. I say, hey, this is my issue with you. This is what needs to be fixed, and let's move forward. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be your friend, but that means that I am not going to entertain whatever it is that you have going on here. That is how you shut them down. You are going to meet them every single where. Every place you go, it is one of them. For a long time, I was running in my career, Ruby, from women like them. And I did until I stopped running. There was this time I just wanted to run and go. And God literally tell me, no, you ain't going to run from this. You're going to have to learn how to deal with this, because you cannot avoid them, but you can protect yourself from them. Okay? Now, the next thing I want you to understand with these type of women is that proving themselves is their main objective. When you are insecure, your ego has been striked. So proving yourself is the only way you feel like you have one up on a gifted woman. Some women might also test you to see if you are worthy of friendship or association. It's less sometimes about trying to figure you out and more about them in some twisted way trying to make an alliance with you. But they go about it wrong. And even when you have women like that, don't entertain it. Because you're supposed to be able to know, based on the fruits that I bear, whether or not I am somebody that is compatible for any association with you. Because the Bible tells us that we have to test the spirit by the fruits that it produces. So if you have to test me as a woman, that means your discernment ain't aligned with what I got going on. So therefore, that means we ain't supposed to be together in any kind of association. There are common ways that women test other women, especially when you are a gifted woman. When persons could see your favor on your life, let me tell you something. People don't hate you because of you. People hate you because they see the favor on your life. When other women see the favor on your life, you have a target on your back. You have a target on your back, and you will experience this from older women and young women alike. People in your age bracket and people above your age bracket and even under. This is why I tell women that even in associations like this, when you see women testing you to see how they can get under your skin, when you see women like this, let me tell you something here. Let a fan stay a fan, and I can tell you all that again. Let a fan stay a fan. Stay away from me. You could admire me from afar, but there's a thin line between love and hate. Now, let me tell you some ways, Ruby, is that women test gifted women. The first thing is backhanded compliments. This them, oh, you're so pretty, but you look so high maintenance. You have to do all of that. Oh, you're so smart, but you seem so intimidating. Listen, it is a compliment. It's literally a compliment and a critique in one. Listen to those backhanded compliments, baby. You could just say what you have to say and leave it alone. But when you start to see women give you backhanded compliments, beware of them. The way that you deal with this is just smile and say thank you. Don't even go into the compliment. Don't even dig into it because they want you to read into it. They want you to say, well, why do you think I'm so intimidating? This is their way for that monitoring spirit to figure out how they can get more information about you. That's it. That's it. They leave those open-ended type of statements for you to go and continuously say, hey, well, why you feel that way? Because they're looking for that dialogue. Thank you and move on. You don't need to explain. You don't need to defend, and you don't need to return an insult. Just say thank you and okay, move on. I'm unbothered. Your compliment or your comment is the same. It doesn't bother me. The second way that women usually test gifted women is that they try to create cliques and groups to come up against you. You could imagine a group of women bonding over their dislike for one woman. Anytime I see a group of women banding together for the dislike of one woman, I'm curious to know about that one woman. I don't care to know what the group's saying. I want to know why. This one woman, that's when I start to watch the woman in the room and see exactly why. What about this woman is threatening people? And most of the times when you are on the outside looking and you watching somebody else experience these type of attacks from other women, you will get to know that the single woman they're attacking is not the problem. It's the group of persons. So these type of women, they come together on the common basis of we don't like this one person. And they do this because they want to create exclusion. They want you to feel excluded. You should not feel excluded because most gifted women don't run in packs. You're not a follower, you're a leader. So you don't even thrive in packs. And I'm going to do a YouTube video on why gifted women usually don't have a lot of friends and do not be in circles. Gifted women usually, I want you to know this, gifted women usually, they link with other gifted women and you don't see them together in groups huddling. You probably see them by twos. Then you see two of them. But you won't understand why they're together. But these type of women that pick at gifted women, they come at you and test you and attack you because they want to create exclusion. They want you to feel like, oh, you can't sit with us. They have a mean girl mentality, literally like the movie Mean Girls, because they want you to feel uneasy in environments. You should not care whether they invite you to the function or not. Nobody cares. Absolutely not. You should not care. You should laugh, actually. Because they're doing this because they wish that you will invite them into your personal life. Laugh and move on. The next thing that these type of women do who attack gifted women is that they love to overly personal. They love to ask overly personal or loaded questions. So let me tell you something about loaded questions. And this is spiritual warfare 101. This is when you know the monitoring spirit has entered the room. Are you naturally this pretty? Do you even have real friends? And then some of them are bold enough. Oh, they will ask you how much money you make. They will ask you, like, how is your love life? I know you're such a high maintenance girly. I know that men that come at you have so much money. I just could imagine. That is a way, like I tell you, open-ended, loaded questions or women you should run away from. Because you don't know me like that, young lady, to ask me these type of questions. So you know what I do with women like this? I'm very vague. I'm playfully vague. I laugh lightly and say something like, wouldn't you like to know? Time would tell. A lady never tells. I don't let nobody corner me into questions that I don't want to answer. Or I simply say that's none of your business. I simply say it's none of your business. As a gifted woman, you got to be able to read these type of women and shut them down. And let me tell you something. There's nothing new under the sun. And I'm going to give you some examples right in the Bible that these type of women exists. The next thing that these type of women do is that they set unrealistic competitions because they were never in the league with you, but they want to create competition with you. These are the women that come at you because they want you to notice them because your life is going on so greatly without them. They want to figure out a way to pry into your life to be a part of it, even if it means you disliking them. These are the type of women that when you are around, they get louder, flashier, especially if men are around, or if your boss around, or if someone important is watching. They are performative, but they can't keep up with it. Remember I tell you about this young lady? There's a way I was trained and conditioned to carry myself a certain way because of where I started off in my career. So it's like 1, 2, 3 to me to actually show up every day with makeup on, to show up every day in a particular way, to wear heels for a long time. And this young lady would usually do that if there's somebody important around, but she would not be able to consistently keep up with it, which is going to bring me to my next point. So these type of women, they want to set a competition with you because they want people to feel as if that you are equal to them and they are equal to you. But they cannot keep up. See, they could try to imitate, but the oil is different. It's in you. It ain't on you. It's in you. So these type of women usually fall to the wayside because they cannot keep up with you because they were not given the endurance and the oil, the gift of oil from God to continue to do it. That's you. That's all you. And these type of women, you have to stay detached from because they're doing it to get a rise out of you. The next thing that they are going to do is that they imitate and copy you. Imitation is not a flattery. It's sometimes annoying. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, so that means all of us don't have the same fingerprint. None of us has the same fingerprint. So that means you were made different from me. So therefore, there's a different path, a different calling, a different purpose for me and you. But these type of women, when you see that they start to copy you, it is a test indirectly. It isn't a direct test. It's indirectly. It's copying your style, the way that you speak, your habits, because these are women that are trying to borrow your energy. These are the women that want access to your energy and your outcome from your energy without putting in the work. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. A woman who is a moving target, always leveling up, could never be duplicated. Could never be duplicated. And this is why you have to be so mindful of when these women come to attack you. They are everywhere and they do these things and you need to learn how to deal with it. The next thing that these women love to do is question your boundaries. They question your boundaries. They don't want to tell you come to the function that you don't want to come to. Stay to a function that you're ready to go. These are the ones that say, oh, why are you being so serious? It's not that serious. Even if it's something that you are just testing to and you do not like. These type of women are around and you need to be very careful of them. You have to learn. Remember I told you as a Ruby, you're going to have to learn how to speak, how to be assertive, how to know how to read the room. You're going to have to learn how to do these things because if you're not doing these things, you will get catched and caught up into the ever loop of insanity with these type of women. These women love trying gifted women because they are not focused on what they're supposed to be doing in life. So they focus on you. They focus on you. Remember, you have to remember the signs because these type of women, because they're already intimidated by you, when they try to attack you, it doesn't start off direct. It always indirect and subtle. They will start with the undermining compliments. They will start with the imitation followed by competition. They will start with the passive-aggressive behavior or exclusion. They will start with the private shade and the public shade and private flattery. This type of behavior is not ordinary. And I want you to know this as a gifted woman. It is a sign of spiritual warfare. It is. It is. There are some spirits and people that just there to annoy you. Because if I bring agitation to you, you're not settled. They are there to create an unsettled spirit in you. They don't want you at peace. They are peace disruptors. That's what they are. This is not ordinary cattiness. It's warfare against visibility, purpose, and calling. When women like this test you, remember this, what I told you. It is warfare against visibility, purpose, and calling. When you see women do things like that, I want you to know unclean spirits and demons do the same thing. They laugh at you. They taunt you. They're very mischievous. So when you see that type of behavior, you need to get away from it immediately. Shut it down and move forward. Remember, I told you I didn't give her the space or leverage to create a petty game. I addressed it, so she knew I'm not entertaining that. Not today. Keep that over there. But I don't have time for that. Now, in the Bible, there were many stories of jealous women, jealousy on one woman on women jealousy. There's many stories. One of them was Hannah and Peninnah. Peninnah mocked Hannah because she was favored by her husband despite being barren. Remember, I tell you now, these type of women, they are in competition for resources, and men is one of them. So when they see male attention on a gifted woman, they automatically feel threatened because in their mind, they're saying, I'm a woman too. Why I don't have that type of favor? This goes back to what I'm telling you. That favor on your life is what is causing a lot of people come up against you. Now, I don't know about you, but I rather keep the favor. I ain't losing my favor because I getting tired. Because it's ways to fight, because you're not fighting in darkness. Rubies, you aren't fighting in darkness because I'm telling you the signs. I'm giving you the examples with the word of God, and I'm telling you how to deal with them. That is why Hannah and Peninnah, listen to me, Peninnah mocked Hannah. She didn't like that Hannah had favor from her husband. So she mocked her. That is jealousy at its highest. The next thing is Leah and Rachel. Competition between two sisters over love and legacy. Competition. Remember, I tell you, these women, they thrive in competition environments. They thrive in competition and environments. Then another one was Sarah and Hagar. How could we forget? Tell Sarah, run the woman in the wilderness to literally die. So I don't want you to think this is something new under the sun, baby. This is nothing new. And this was a swap. It was a swap. And when I say it was a swap, it was because although Sarah was bringing the promised child, she did not like that Hagar could have children first. So I don't want you to feel as if that because you feel like these type of women in the world today don't exist. They absolutely do. So if this type of spirit was already introduced in the Bible, can you imagine what it is in today's time? The way to deal with these type of women, and I'm always going to tell you this because I'm going to back this up with scripture. And these are the 5 principles you're going to live by to deal with these type of women. Number 1, you're going to stay graceful, not petty. Let them play small. You stay elevated. When I started to reach different levels in my life, I noticed one thing. There were people trying to bring me back down to that level, especially women. You are clothed in strength and dignity. You laugh at the day to come. You speak with wisdom and faithful instruction is on your tongue. A virtuous woman will lead with dignity, not drama. You cannot entertain their drama. That is their ultimate goal, to get you involved in the day-to-day drama with them. The Bible tells us to not repay anyone evil with evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, live peace with everyone. So when I said I address that situation, I'm not going to allow you to cause me to live in anger and agony and back and forth. I can be direct. I'm going to stay graceful, but we ain't doing this. The second thing is you have to always protect your energy. These type of women want your energy regardless of the way they get it. Because they can't willingly get your energy. They want to get your energy in other ways. Above all else, guard your heart from everything that flows from it. Protect your peace, your purpose, and your personal space. I don't allow persons to come and infiltrate my personal space. If I don't want you around me, you will stay from around me. Do not give to dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces. Not everyone deserves to have access to you. And this is a story that I'm going to tell you. There are going to be some people that are only coming around you to learn you and then to use what they learn on you to turn against you. There are women out there like that. And gifted women, for some strange reason, it is always on us. These type of women must see us smell us in a room. They smell you. Number 3, you're going to pray for discernment, favor, and favor that attracts divine helpers at all times. And you're going to ask God for discernment to reveal those that are hidden haters. Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God. Remember, I tell you, there are some women that test you because they want to see if you can associate with them and go about it wrong. Even with that, I don't trust you. Because whatever I produce, your spirit should be able to test my spirit in a way that you don't have to do petty stuff. So therefore, me and you, we ain't in the same lane at this point. Even as fools walk along the road, they lack sense and show everyone how stupid they are. This is Ecclesiastes 10:3. Not everyone around you is sent by God. Some are sent as distractions. Women that are attacking gifted women, women that play these type of games, they are only there to distract you. Remember I said to distract you and to annoy you. The fourth thing is you need to know your identity. Y'all know I've been preaching this from inception, Rubies. I've been preaching this. I said you need to know yourself when you are a gifted woman, because there are going to be people out there that are banking on you not to know who you are, in the spirit and in the physical. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. So therefore, anything sent to go against love, power, and a sound mind is of the enemy. That is why I tell y'all, do not think women like this who play catty games ain't spiritual warfare. You will be bound, you will be rebuked, and you will get from around me. You have to get serious when you are a gifted woman, so you don't waste time and you get to do what God told you to do. You got to learn how to trample on serpent heads. This is not the time to be playing no games. The problem is we start to play games with these type of spirits. And remember, I tell y'all, what we don't do on this channel is play with demons. We don't. We absolutely do not. We absolutely do not. You are the light of the world, a town built on a hill that cannot be hidden. You have to let your light shine before others, Rubies. Don't dim your light to make others feel comfortable, because when y'all start playing drug games with these people, you will absolutely dim your light. Do not go back and forth with them. And the fifth thing, and this is something that I've learned to do because I am human just like you, Ruby. And I understand how hard it is to deal with sometimes these type of women. Baby, cry, but don't cry to them. You know how much time I don't cry out to God for when people did me wrong. You need to walk just like Hannah did. In her deep anguish, Hannah prayed to the Lord, weeping bitterly, and she made a vow. Hannah took her pain to God, not her enemy, Peninnahs. Remember I told y'all, do not reason with these people. I reasoned with one of these type of people before, and I end up jobless. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to tell you now. Because remember, they deep down inside is not happy. They're not happy, so it has nothing to do with you. You can't reason with these type of people. And God honored her, restraint, and gave her a double. This is the way that you deal with women that are testing you and trying you. Nothing involves getting down to their level, because that's what they are banking on. You are above that. There's just some experiences that you have elevated from, and ain't no time to waste. Thank you, Rubies, for coming to another talk on our channel, and then I'll see you next time. Bye.